all you pony fans out there, my name is Wildshy, and today we'll discuss about what the Cutie Mark Crusaders Cutie Marks will be. Some of you are probably thinking, oh yeah, they're gonna get the Cutie Marks, or we'll be happy friends forever, end of story. But to me there's little more to it than just that. There are 5 vital questions about the probably seem to be Cutie Marks. Number 1, what is each one's talent? Number 2, what will each Cutie Mark be? Number 3, when will they get their marks? Number 4, in what order will they get their marks? And number 5, how will they get their marks? Hopefully most of you know who the Cutie Mark Crusaders are and what they're like, so let's just skip that part. To start off with, what is each one's talent? As you may know, Apple Bloom's talent is constructing or something to do with building, so her Cutie Mark based on maybe constructing equipment, but she wants her Cutie Mark to be something to do with apples, just like her family. With Big Macintosh, he's good at constructing and repairing things, just like how he raises each and every barn they have gone through, but his Cutie Mark is a green apple. It's probably just because he's a DNA from his family. You see what helps out with bucking apples? That could be the reason why he's an apple Cutie Mark, even though he's good at constructing things. Seriously though, that family is strict and careful about nearly everything, but when it comes to their barn, they just completely destroy it. Anyway, moving on. Next we have Scootaloo, and as most of you bronies and ponies know, she's really good, and I mean really good at a scooter, or let's put it in a different way, acts really good on it. As what I mean by that, she can ride it like a pro. That's one of the obvious ones for Scootaloo, but all of her talent will change to flying. She's a huge fan, needs to say number 1 fan of Rainbow Dash. One day she hopes to fly and be just like Rainbow, so her talent could change later on in season 5, or maybe, just maybe, in season 6. We don't know. Now we come to our final CMC member, Sweetie Belle. Way back in season 1 in the episode The Showstoppers, we could tell that Sweetie Belle is amazing at singing, and only like singing in front of ponies she's comfortable singing around, because when Apple Bloom says, and you can be the singer, Sweetie Belle replies if, what, no way will I sing in front of a crowd. So from that we can tell she's afraid of singing in front of ponies she doesn't feel comfortable singing around. Plus in season 5 episode 4 Bloom and Gloom, when Princess Luna shows Apple Bloom she's not the only one who's afraid of what a Cutie Mark will be, she shows Apple Bloom Sweetie Belle's dream, and she doesn't look too excited to be singing in front of 4 judges. Needless to say, one of them is her sister. Even though she got a different Cutie Mark, it still shows us that Sweetie Belle is afraid of singing in front of ponies. I think she doesn't feel comfortable singing around. Now we move on to question number 2. What will each mark be? I've already discussed Apple Bloom's, but we can add a little more detail to it. Moreover, her Cutie Mark could really be anything she's good at, like designing and constructing. So her Cutie Mark could be construction equipment or something like that. As we all may know, Apple Bloom wants an Apple Cutie Mark real bad, so it's another likely possibility that she could get one because she tries her best to help out on the farm. The last Cutie Mark I could think of that she could get is an apple blossom. Maybe it could symbolise creativity skills blossoming or friendship with her friends. If this will be a Cutie Mark, then maybe if it has about 5 petals, then they could represent something. Courage, friendship, creativity, kindness and determination. It's more like their Cutie Mark will not represent these, but it's something Hasbro could look into. Next we have Scootaloo. Her Cutie Mark will probably be a scooter, plain and simple. But like I said previously, Scootaloo's talent could change to flying, like her idol, Rainbow Dash. So maybe a Cutie Mark will be a set of Pegasi wings. Last but not least we have Sweetie Belle. I've left her till last because I think we need to talk about Cutie Mark in depth. But even though we're talking about why we chose this, I'd rather get to the point. Sweetie Belle's talent is singing, so maybe a Cutie Mark will be a microphone. Like Apple Bloom, she wants to be just like her sister. So again, maybe her talent could change. Maybe all 3 of the CMC's talents could change. But out of the 2 Cutie Marks I could choose for Sweetie Belle, I actually don't want to pick any of the 2. I actually pick an actual bell would be a good Cutie Mark. It could represent a talent in music, and it can make a great pun for a name, despite the fact the spelling is different. But like with Apple Bloom, there could be more than one. Say she got 2 bells as a Cutie Mark, one could represent musicality, and the other one could represent friendship. It's the same for all 3 of the CMC members. We don't know what Hasbro will do with the Cutie Mark Crusaders in the future. Now we move on to number 3, when will they get their marks? I was thinking that Hasbro will leave it to the end of the whole entire MLP series to reveal the Cutie Mark Crusaders Cutie Marks, but I'm hoping they will reveal them earlier on, such as in season 5 or season 6. Also, I would love it if they could have one episode for each of them to get their Cutie Marks. It would also be a pleasure if they could leave a gap in between their own episodes, because it would make a great opportunity for character development. Plus, after the second member gets a Cutie Mark, there would be maybe a 2 to 3 gap between the episodes, because it will let the last CMC member have more character development than the other 2. Nevertheless, we now move on to number 4. In what order will they get their marks? Now, I would actually love Cutie to be the first CMC member to get their mark because she doesn't seem to show a lot of enthusiasm like the other two. She just wants to fly. Next, I want Sweetie to get hers because when she sees Scootaloo get her key mark, maybe will make her more confident to sing in front of other ponies and not just her friends. But she will still be shy to sing, but will learn. Last, we have Apple Bloom. I want her to be the last one to get her key mark because she's the one that's afraid of being the last one to get a key mark. So if she is, maybe she would feel left out and split the key mark crusaders. It would cause stress for her and make her shut her friends out. Pretty heartwarming, isn't it? And it will be all better by the end of this episode. Last question of the video. How will they get their Cutie marks? In the same order I did for the previous question, we are going to start with Scootaloo. This time she's going to feel real depression and feel the need to forget about her dreams and forget about the friends. But then Rainbow Dash, Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle talk some sense into her and she does something at a show that is so spectacular a key mark appears on her flank. Now we have Sweetie Belle. She'll probably sing in front of a crowd of ponies for a fashion show done by Rarity. She doesn't want to do it, but Rarity keeps on trying to convince her. But in the end, Sweetie Belle screams at her and runs away from Rarity. She goes to Apple Bloom and Scootaloo, which from there, they told her they will be there to support her. Sweetie Belle shows up at Rarity's fashion show, sings, and then a cutie mark appears. Last, we have Apple Bloom. Now, I want hers to be the most heartwarming out of all three of them. I want her to call a meeting with the Cutie Mark Crusaders. She tells them that they're splitting. Then Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo ask why. Apple Bloom explains that she's the last one to get hers. Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle try to convince her not to split them up, but she just shouts at them and runs back to Sweet Apple Acres. He runs in their home. Applejack says, "There you are, Sugar Cube." Apple Bloom just says, "Leave me alone," then runs upstairs in her room and stops on her bed. Applejack, Big Macintosh and Granny Smith come in. They all talk to her and she explains everything. They tell her to go and apologise to them and reunite the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Apple Bloom thinks and finally agrees. She calls for another meeting and apologises to Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo. They could do something all together as friends. Then Apple Bloom finally gets her Cutie Mark. Joy is within them. Now, this is not the end, actually. Oh no! I think the Cutie Mark Crusaders are going to carry on their group. They would help other fillies who are trying to get their Cutie Marks. So there you have it. My thoughts on what the Cutie Mark Crusaders Cutie Marks are going to be. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this series could be correct, or have you got anything else to add to it? I would also love to know if there's any development I could do for future videos. This is my first video on this channel, so I'll definitely do some more things for future videos. But for now, this is Wild Shy, signing out until next Saturday. Cheerio!